Hey guys, today we're talking about a hypothetical scenario. What if the Earth stopped spinning? It's a fun thought experiment, but it's also important to understand the real-world consequences of such an event. What would happen if the Earth stopped spinning suddenly? If the Earth stopped spinning suddenly, it would be catastrophic for life on the planet. Everything that's not firmly attached to the ground would be flung eastward at speeds of up to 1,000 miles per hour. This would include people, buildings, cars, and even the oceans. The atmosphere would also continue to move, creating massive storms and hurricanes. The planet's magnetic field would also be disrupted, leaving us vulnerable to harmful radiation from the sun. If the Earth stopped spinning, it would have a number of immediate and long-term consequences. Immediate consequences. Everything on the surface would be flung eastward at high speeds. This would include people, buildings, cars, and even the oceans. The speed of this movement would vary depending on latitude, with the fastest speeds occurring at the equator. There would be massive earthquakes and tsunamis. The sudden stop of the Earth's rotation would cause the tectonic plates to shift, resulting in massive earthquakes. These earthquakes would also trigger tsunamis, which would inundate coastal areas. The atmosphere would continue to move, creating massive storms and hurricanes. The atmosphere has its own momentum, so it would continue to move even after the Earth stopped spinning. This would create massive storms and hurricanes that would devastate the planet. The Earth's magnetic field would be disrupted. The Earth's magnetic field is generated by the rotation of the planet's core. If the Earth stopped spinning, the magnetic field would be disrupted, leaving us vulnerable to harmful radiation from the sun. Long-term consequences. The side of the Earth facing the sun would become scorching hot, while the side facing away from the sun would become bitterly cold. This would create a climate gradient that would be impossible for most life to survive. The oceans would rise, flooding coastal areas. As the Earth's temperature increased, the oceans would expand and rise in sea level. This would inundate coastal areas, displacing millions of people. Extreme weather events would become commonplace. The disruption of the Earth's climate would lead to more extreme weather events, such as heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. Life on Earth would be severely disrupted. Most life on Earth has evolved to live in a world with a day-night cycle and a relatively stable climate. Without these things, much of life on Earth would likely go extinct. Is there any way to stop the Earth from spinning? Fortunately, there is no known way to stop the Earth from spinning naturally. However, it is possible to slow down the planet's rotation using artificial means. For example, scientists have proposed building a giant ring around the Earth that would rotate in the opposite direction. This would gradually slow down the planet's rotation over time. However, such a project would be incredibly expensive and difficult to engineer. It's also important to note that slowing down the Earth's rotation would also have negative consequences, such as disrupting the planet's magnetic field. Conclusion. So, while it's fun to think about what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning, it's important to remember that it's a highly unlikely scenario. And even if it did happen, the consequences would be devastating for life on the planet. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more science content.